Friends, I am Dr. Amdekar, and I am very happy to announce that we have been uploading videos for the last 26 months, each week on every Tuesday and Friday, right at 7 a.m. in the morning. And by now we have uploaded 225 videos. This was possible only because of cooperation and contribution by my team members, and I thank them for the same. And of course, also, I thank each one of you viewers for joining our YouTube channel. In this first phase of our contents of YouTube channel, we had focused on our main concept that we call STEER, and STEER concept stands for sensitizing to think, enabling excellence and rationality. Friends, we all know that we must think at every step of interaction with the patient so that it helps us to further progress and achieve what we want to achieve, excellence and rationality in practice. Therefore, we started, after discussing the concept of STEER, took over history analysis. And history, friends, is not just his story, but much more. And that is, we call it a thought in action, which means that every question that you ask in the history must have a purpose, and the answer to which leads to the further interaction, and one can develop an entire script of the disease only by good history taking. Friends, this is important, and this was much emphasized by discussing each part of the history, and this was just to show that 80 to 85% of the times we are able to arrive at a probable diagnosis just by bedside medicine. Thereafter, each symptom we discussed, its genesis, its relevance, what does it convey to us as a physician, and thereafter we also discussed each clinical sign, again to tell us how we interpret those signs in able to achieve the final diagnosis. Friends, history taking and physical examination is so important, and we must spend enough time, which enables us to achieve excellence, and that is one important part of our STEER concept. Having discussed this, we moved on to another part which is equally important, and we called it a testing a test, which means that we must test every test before ordering it in order to understand how well it can help us or otherwise. And this is important because we could select proper tests and not just ask for a panel of tests. And that is important, and we discuss each test and its interpretation. And this was also followed by a discussion of how to choose a drug. This is also important because we want to use minimum drugs as well as minimum tests, and this discussion really embarks on the second part of our STEER concept, and that is rationality. Then friends, the history taking and physical examination ensures excellence, and the test and the right choice of drugs ensures rationality of practice. This is very, very important concept, and I thought in the first phase of our discussion over 225 videos, we have emphasized on this aspect a great deal, and we hope that the basic knowledge that each one of us has been now imparted with needs to be well understood, well practiced, and even implement in routine day's work so that we can improve upon the patient care a great deal. Friends, we owe this to our patients definitely, and that was the importance of our phase 1 of discussion over the last 26 months. But now it is time to move on to implement all this basic knowledge on actual live case scenarios. And friends, we all know that medicine depends on scientific facts, but the facts keep on changing. We need to be updated. And when the facts keep on changing, it also means that medicine is not very certain as a science. And we all know what Sir William Osler said more than a century ago, that medicine is a science of uncertainty. And we need to remember that. And then, having discussed this issue, that how do we get over this uncertainty, we need to have a good clinical judgment. A skills of developing good clinical judgment is equally important, and Sir William Osler called it an art of probability. Friends, therefore, in the next phase, which will possibly go on for a year or longer, we are going to discuss the live case scenarios, trying to understand how we can achieve a reasonably close to a final diagnosis, and then also discuss the relevant investigations and the management. And therefore, we have decided now to first start with an interactive discussion on each case, and in the following video of this first case, we would discuss the relevant investigations and management, and also include relevant information about the disease that we discussed in the first case. And this will go on every time with different cases, and the same pattern. First discuss the clinical bedside probable diagnosis, and in the following video discuss the relevant investigations and management, and also an extra information of importance related to that disease. So this is our phase 2 that will begin now, and we have decided to start with the nervous system first. Not only just because it's important, but it is a system where a clinical examination is largely based on good observation. And friends, a mere observation can tell us so much more even before we touch a patient. And hence we thought it will be a good idea to start with case scenarios related to a neurological system. And we hope to get on to this relevant issues case by case, and we will discuss with interaction between two of our members each time, which will possibly make issues far more easy to understand rather than just a monologue. But such a clinical discussion will be followed by a monologue of details of investigations and treatment management, and also relevant information. I hope you will continue to join this second phase of our YouTube channel, and will be looking forward to discuss many cases with you. Thank you very much.